Got an Artisan Cutlery. And doesn't spin very well. I always read these numbers. I have no idea what they mean. It's a 1707P-BCG. I don't know. Let's look at the knife. How about that? And, yeah, it's got the little Crown Royal bag. Pretty cool. I can remember way back in the day collecting those. Okay. This is a budget knife. Yeah. Cool box, nice bag. But, yeah, it's a budget piece. Let's check it in. I think it's called, I may have to look it up. I'm not sure if it's on the blade. So I may have to look it up. But it's the Stinger. I don't know. I'll look. But let's get that blade out. Let's get a look. It's got a little bit of jimping there. Yeah, look at this thing. It's got a serial number, 1707. I'm pretty sure that's the model number. It's in D2 steel. It's got a black stonewash blade that is pointy. Got this digital camo G10, and then the liners look to be anodized. I mean, they're steel, but they're like blue. Got some kind of like the pivot. Yeah, same color as that pivot. The pivot steel. Yeah, everything's steel here. There isn't any precious alloys there. Let's run this action a little bit. Blade centered. Ooh. It's a liner lock, so we're not, on a thin knife like this, that's always a plus, I think, because you're trying to grab and do stuff, and you can lock yourself out of a thin knife like this. I mean, access to the lock bar and the action itself is kind of stiff. It's not great. All right, I'm gonna get the name of this piece, and then we're gonna get in it. Okay, it is called the Shark. How about it? Yeah, so the action's not blowing me away, so let's get in it. Let's smash our way in, breach the door. There we go. Got a little Loctite on it. We're going to be T6s from here out. And I think I can get everything, leave the pocket clip on. Let's see. Yep. It's spinning. It's a spinner. We got a spinner. Well, let me get another T6. Let's see. I should have one in here. I don't see one. I think I dropped some in here. There's one right there. Okay. I could have been a little more prepared for that, I guess. But I get to put it in here now. And we'll go at this. I said it was a T6, but that is not a T6. That's a T8 faux show. Come on, man. What are we doing? Is there one back here? T7. Alright. You guys don't mind, right? As I look through every bit in the building. There, I got one here for sure. T7. T6. Alright. That was a lot, right? Is that stressful for y'all? Idiot. Am I going at the right side? I am not. I don't want that. I want this side to stay put if I can. So I want to turn it from over here. Yeah, come on. It didn't work. This side came out, of course. That's all right. I'll mess with it. I mean, some bearings. Yeah, I gotta get this out. Let me grab it. Let me get a hold of it. Okay. Yeah, this side had Loctite in it. That's why. Okay. I wonder what that coating is that's on there. Because it's steel. So, I mean, yeah. Interesting. Maybe one of y'all can comment. Tell us what it is. The bearings are having to cut themselves into that liner and whatever this coating is. They're having to smash their way through that. They've already done it here pretty much on the blade through the black stonewash coating. But let's wipe it down. And I'm pretty sure this is one of those that a couple of times going forward, it's going to make sense to disassemble this knife and clean these bearings, because they're going to continue to cut their way through all that. It almost seems like there's a film on this side. Look at this side, it's all shiny, and this side not so much. I'm going to try some cleaner on it just to see if in fact there's like some kind of coating on there. There is. There's something on top of. I mean, I thought there was, but interesting. Not so much. It's just it's a different finish than this side. Watch this side. This side's going to shine up like a mirror. I don't even need my shine box. Yeah. I mean, look at the difference. Weird. Unexpected. It's so different. Surely that's by design. Like they meant to do that. I'm not sure why, but clearly it's a design element. One side's mirror polished, the other side's like got a flat surface on it. All right. Well, let's put it back together. How about that? I think I'm going to put the spacer on and run this screw in back here from the other side. Let's get that handled first. And I'm going to run the screw with the Loctite on it. Lock it in on this side. Well, I'm going to hold that because I want that really snug. And I might as well do this one too. Yeah, that one's tight. Okay. Missing my stop pin. There it is. I am going to put this T6 back right there. Now, I expect this to run better. Honest, I do. I mean, that right there is encouraging. That feels like butter. Yeah. Not that margarine stuff, but like legit butter. Put a little bit on that detent ball track. Am I not lined up properly? I am not. That is not seated. It felt weird. That's why I did it twice. Because I was like, I don't think that's down on there. And it's not. Why is that? Is it captured? It is captured. Sure enough. How did I not see that? And what's locking this? Now that I'm realizing that it's captured. Oh, no, it's locking with that other scale. That's what's locking it. Just got to get it positioned right. Got confused there. I was confused. Anybody surprised? Yeah, we're home now. Okay. Well, normally I would leave one of these out and not get too deep, but I'm gonna put it in because I think we're money. That action just needed to be cleaned and lubed. Might as well check these pocket screws here. Clip screws, make sure they're tight. No play. I think I'm overly tight here, and I do think I may take it apart and take some off that detent because wow, is that tight? I'm feeling it now. Like this right here. That is super tight. And this is going to tell me whether to do it or not. When I release this lock, if that blade free flies, then I'm going to take some of that tension out of there because there's so much tension on there that it's bunching this action up. So I'm going to see where the lockup is. It's like just inside of the scale. And let's see how much tension's on there. I'm going to guess a bunch. I thought it was the action, so I didn't really look when I took it apart the first time, but I should have looked. Because that's a bunch. Yeah. So, let me show you what I'm talking about here. So, see this? That's the scale. This is the lock cutout. See how far over that is? Well, when it locks up on the blade, it's way over there. So, all of that is excess tension. And I'm going to take some of that out of there. But in order to do that, I got to take the pocket clip off. Which, I mean, it had a little bit of oily stuff in there, so that doesn't hurt my feelings either. Get it cleaned up. Oop, watch the towel. Be chasing parts. And there's a little bit of oily stuff here too. Alright, let's take some of that tension out of there. Too much. Let's go there. I took about half of it. I think I'll wait to put the pocket clip back on. Where's my pivot? There it is, my captured part right there. Oh, I left the stop pin out. Come on, man. It's like a car wreck turning into a train wreck. Oh, I think that's going to do it, but I was off a little bit on the tension department there. There we go. There it is. Hello, smooth action. Be a hair tight. I think that's it. Let me make sure I don't have any play. There's a tiny little bit. I'm not going to do all that and then leave play in it. I'll live with the action however it lands, but we're going to get play out of it. It's going to be properly tightened. There we go. All right, pocket clip. I should have checked it for tension too. Now I'm doing all this. Actually, I'm just going to put tension on it. Yep, before I go putting it in there, let's just add a little bit of tension. A little extra tension on the pocket clip almost never hurts. Sometimes it's like, ooh, there's too much tension. I can't function it. Ooh, that's some real Bruce Springsteen. I'm bending it. It's going right back where I bent it from. All right. There we go. There we go. Gonna get on the team, bring it in for the big win. Speaking of that, girl wrestled recently. That was pretty awesome. Hadn't wrestled in 2 months. That late summer is truly her downtime. you know, swimsuits and beach and eating whatever she wants and no wrestling, no grueling practice schedule. Something tells me the other screw's got to go in the front one. Yeah, so she is tuning up right now for a national that's coming up. In about 3 weeks. And so starting to eat right, not quite yet, but starting. And then the screw's giving me fits. It's not wanting to run right. 100% it's not. Let me see if I can't fix it. Okay, I got it in there. I actually had to put a different screw in it, but I got it. So, yeah, screw stripped out on the very tip of it, and so I dropped another one in there. You always got to have spare screws, man. You never know. But, yeah, let's talk about this action. So, it is so much improved, but it's still not great. I'm pretty sure I can fail it. It just doesn't run well. Yeah. On this lock. And I don't know if I oiled it. I think I did, but I'm going to put a little bit on that detent ball. Just to try to help it a little bit. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not great. So let me call this action. I'm going to say it's a B. Yeah. I mean, I've taken some tension off of that lock bar, and it's getting better. So I think it's just going to end up being the kind of action that, you know, that if you'll run it, it'll get better. You know, one of the other things that I can do here is to take a piece of paper. Got a piece of paper right here. I'm going to tear it in half because I don't need it all. And I'm going to actually, looks like maybe I'll double it. Let's try it. I'm going to double it. And then I'm going to put it down here in this lock. Okay? And I'm going to undo the lock and get that blade out on top of that detent. Like so. So now this paper that's in here is spacing that lock. So when I run that ball, it is super stiff now. But that ball is cutting a path through that coating because there's tension on it. You know, I want it to go past that, but not really because now I got to get it out. But yeah, I want that whole path to wear that ball. And I'll just, you know, it's got plenty of tension on it. Like, see, I can shake it like it's bound. That paper is holding that lock out, and so it's putting pressure on that ball right now up against that blade, and it's cutting a really good path. All right, so let me take that out now. Yeah. I mean, it almost dropped shut. Probably took it from a B to a B plus. It's running good. Access to the lock bar. This is lowered, and that liner lock. It's not scalloped, but it's definitely finished. But pretty intuitive to just get the thumb on it and unlock that. It's got about 20% lockup on it. Definitely more reliable running this flipper tab now that that tension's off of it. It's just too much tension. It's causing it to fail. Yeah. Let's talk about ergonomics. So, yeah, really nice in hand. The ergonomics were done well. It kind of locks up in there. It's got this nice finger guard by the flipper tab that able to lock up in there and get the thumb forward. I could feel the pocket clip a little bit, but I mean it lands where it should here in the palm, and so it's not uncomfortable at all. Reverse grip, yeah, this is solid. This is nice. Right here, I can cap that with the thumb, and that blade profile. I mean, what couldn't I jam this through, right? Could jam that through 3/4 inch plywood, I think. Just pow. And then this grip for sure. Yeah, this is I think I could smash that through a brick. Yeah, confidently. Good thick blade stock. I mean, this thing definitely could do this Pakal style grip. Yep. And here, this is money. Wonderful. Let's check pocket clip. Pocket clip check. Oh, video's out of hand. Put tension on there, so yeah. Glad I did, because there's not a lot of tension on there, and it's wonderful now. I couldn't imagine it without me increasing that tension. I don't think it would have been good. I'd have had to pull it off either way. So yeah, it's got great tension now. Standard jean size material, thicker material. It's running well. And then in my back right pocket towards the outer side, this is perfect. If I reach back, I would reach back like so to get this knife. Very easy, one hand in, one hand out. Yeah, I like it. Safety, let's check for blade contact with the knife. We want to check it to see when the knife is closed, is the knife safe? Is there blade contact? Or just can I put my hands all over this? Yeah, I can just get that tip right there. Sure enough. So there's tip contact with the knife closed right there. It could be repaired. I mean, make a little move on the stop pin, I'm guessing. Could probably change that. And get that just low enough. But I can, if I put my finger there, I can catch that tip. And it's a needle, so the clip is good, and the tip is exposed when the knife is closed, but there's no contact through the back. Yep, cautionary tale there. And that blue that's showing through on the edges with the black and the green digi camo, it's interesting. It gives it an interesting look. Just kind of a highlighted blue that's subtle, but I mean, with the black, it almost looks black, but it's not. Very interesting. I wonder if that blade is sharp. It's not very tall, thick stock. It definitely would be an achievement to have that blade sharp. Yeah, no complaints there. They did a good job sharpening that up. Price and availability. Okay, White Mountain Knives has two versions of this. One's in like a brown G10. The other one's in like a carbon fiber. They're both like $45 with the D2 steel. And so with the 10% off DM10 code in the coupon section, gets you down like right to $40. And that's free shipping, no tax. So about a $40 knife. Yep, pretty cool. It's definitely got self-defense vibes. Yeah. Formidable. Nice, slender, pokey blade. Nice, slender handle. Yeah, pretty cool. Hey, I appreciate y'all watching.